This is CBS 4 News at 5.
A couple of months after the death of a well-known documentary filmmaker in the Florida Keys, his family is now suing. I'm Ted Scout, and all the details later on CBS 4 News.
He had a belief that if he could teach people about, nature and living in harmony with nature, the world would be a so much better place.
Right now at 5, family files suit after a diver dies off the coast of the Florida Keys. The documentary filmmaker's family wants a dive company and a dive instructor held responsible.
You might remember this story. He disappeared in late January. His body recovered after a 3-day search. As CBS 4's Ted Scouten reports, Rob Stewart went to retrieve a $15 piece of equipment when he disappeared.
You're underwater and you see the thing that you were taught your whole life to fear, and it doesn't want to hurt you.
Rob Stewart was a well-known conservationist and documentary filmmaker. He died on a dive off Isla Mirada in January after trying to shoot video of an endangered sawfish shark. His family is suing for negligence. Attorneys claim he died after making a third deep-water dive to help retrieve a piece of equipment.
Peter Sotis and the Horizon dive captain decided that they had to get a $15 grappling hook.
The family alleges Peter Sotis of Ad Helium was on that dive with Rob, that Sotis was his instructor who trained him on a dive apparatus known as a rebreather. Attorneys say when the two resurfaced, Sotis got out of the water first and passed out. That while people on the boat attended to him, Rob sank to the ocean floor. When he might be back? We tried speaking to Sotis, but his staff said he was not in. An attorney speaking on his behalf said Rob volunteered to go on that final dive to retrieve the equipment.
Rob Stewart volunteered to go. Peter Sotis told him, no, that's not necessary. Stewart volunteered again, and Sotis said again, no, that's not necessary. But Stewart insisted.
We know the rules. I mean, as an instructor, you never leave your student in the water.
The attorney goes on to say that unknown to Rob, Sotis adjusted the gas mixture levels of the equipment.
Peter Sotis was manipulating the gas levels on the dive computer to accomplish more aggressive decompression profiles because, in his words, he was the best in the business.
Also named in the suit, Horizon Dive Adventure, the Key Largo company that provided the boat and crew.
He wanted to show people how beautiful the underwater world is.
Through their pain, his parents are trying to concentrate on Rob's message of conservation and preserving the ocean.
He had a belief that if he could teach people about, nature and living in harmony with nature, the world would be a so much better place.
As this case winds its way through the courts here in Broward, Stewart's family is going to continue his last film. They hope to debut it at the Cannes Film Festival next year. In Fort Lauderdale, Ted Scouten, CBS 4 News.
Ted, thank you. An attorney for the Horizon Dive Adventures said she had not seen a copy of the lawsuit and couldn't comment yet.